sorry, they were getting a
Yeah.
little loud. I'm sorry. And go.
Hey folks, how's it going?
It's going great. It's going.
So I started off a little weird there. Good thing this is for my channel. So
Hi, I'm James Yeager with Tactical Response, and I'm being interviewed by John today. So,
this is mine. I got this.
all right.
Hey guys, John Lovell here with James Yeager, and I'm going to interview him. And so what James did beforehand was he made a little Facebook thread. It's like, hey, what would you like John to ask me? So I looked at all of these, and they're really epically awful.
I on purpose didn't go back and look at it because I wanted him to surprise me with the questions, because I told people to post like some silly stuff or whatever.
Yeah, and so I'm looking at the thread now, and it's really awful type. Right. Out of all the things people could ask you, they want to know X-Wing or TIE Fighter.
Oh, TIE Fighter. Oh,
really? Just that simple?
You're
rooting for the bad guys.
On my GPS, the TIE Fighter is the vehicle on my GPS.
All right. Well, fantastic.
Garmin.
Let me see of.
And why do they bank in space? Like they bank.
Yeah.
But they don't. There's no air.
No,
I don't know why. Like what?
And we got to get to the bottom of this. This sounds really important. I've already moved on. I'm looking down the thread here. I'm like, hey. Let's see. It is. You look remarkably good for your age. What is advice you have for the others over 60? I don't get it. What's the joke?
A lot of lotion.
What's the joke?
Lots
of lotion.
Lots
there you
of
go.
lotion.
This is a question someone asked that I am interested in. Is what does James Yeager do with his free time that's like non-gunnish type things? Are you like Major Payne, where you sit around upside down and try to take my gun apart before my nose
starts bleeding?
What do you do in your free time?
I've got 5 grandkids and a motorcycle.
Okay.
I mean, that's the short answer, but like
that's good.
But like we do, like a lot of us here ride, and we did like just in August we did a 4,000-mile ride and stuff like that. Me and the guys, and you know I've got the 5 grandkids from just under a year to 8 years old, and so we do stuff, and and my wife likes to spend time with me sometimes between the motorcycles, the kids. And
once a month, we just kind of get together and like, hey, what's up, bud? Sounds romantic.
Stuff like that, true. You know. But I mean, I'm a movie file. So my wife is too. So we go to the theater a lot, and and I'm lucky because she likes action movies and doesn't expect me to watch the making of Bridges over Madison County with her. Not just the movie itself. Yeah. She doesn't even expect me to watch that.
Why did you have the 2 copies then? If she didn't want it.
It's not 2 copies. One of them is the Bridges over Madison County. The other one is, if you weren't bored enough, the making of Bridges over Madison County.
Ah, very good. Fantastic. All right, cool. So I gave a little nod to you guys that are asking them questions. Now I'm going to ask what I want to. So more.
So I totally wasted that thread.
Warrior poet type stuff. So this is kind of some of the stuff I want to. And so here's the first one. What motivates you to train yourself and others? What's the fuel?
That's a good question. Like, what was the...
Thank you. He didn't say that about your questions, by the way.
So, are we talking about...
Just kidding.
Why did I start, or why do I continue? Or what do you...
I'm going to give you free reign here. I asked the question.
I started... I had a typical childhood, back in the 70s, where we were not only allowed, but encouraged to fight in school by the teachers. They would say, wait to recess and you boys settle this. I mean, okay. And so I kind of grew up in this world of, and it wasn't like every minute or anything, but you fought and things, and I was always interested in guns. I never was interested in hunting, but I was always interested in guns. And I had 22 pistols and rifles, and then there was something about the precision of hitting that tin can or whatever that kind of drew me in, and so I think it was kind of a mix of realizing that there were dangerous things in the world. Like in 1984, I was 14, and I read 1984, and suddenly became fearful of my government and things like that. So there's all these things that happened to me as I was young, and here's the kicker: when I was I started carrying a gun when I was 18, and it was illegal. And I carried a gun illegally from 18 to 21. We still didn't have carry permits in Tennessee, so I literally, this is the truth, became a cop so I could carry a gun.
Wow. Okay, what motivates you to train now, yourself and others? What makes you tick?
There's two different things going on there. One, I believe this is a way of life. It is a cultural thing, and so it's important for me to teach that to my family and to be a protector of my family. So there's that
So,
side.
because you love your family.
Right.
Right.
Sorry, I thought we were doing an interview. I didn't think we were doing.
No. I'm just kind of.
Right.
You did
Sure.
that. You did
One
that
word
with me too.
answers, Yeager.
I'm not giving one word answers. You got free reign here, but I'm just kind of like, hey, let me sum it up real quick.
Yeah,
He said all those words.
Love, care for
he
family.
means love, care for family. All right, cool. So I'm just bullet pointing,
Now-
but you do whatever you want.
Now the broader picture is, and this is where I get a little theological.
This is the channel to do it.
I've heard people all my life say they were called to preach. Like I've heard people say that they felt God thought that was their plan for them. I think I'm supposed to be doing this on whatever level, whatever God, whatever thing is in this universe and that's driving this stuff. I believe that I'm supposed to be doing it. I was given some gifts and the ability to communicate and understand people were those gifts. I certainly didn't get mathematics, but I was given those gifts, and I believe that's how I'm supposed to use them. And I really do feel a sense of fulfillment every time a class ends. That we have done good things, and free reign. You said I could keep talking.
No.
I'll finish up with this.
This is what I like. I'm just excited for my follow-up
I'll
question.
finish up with this. Yeah. Over 50 students are alive today because of our training that said to me and my instructors, I could hear you telling me.
That's cool.
Load my gun, get my head up, get in the fight. And so that's why.
That's cool. That's great. Now, you opened the theological can of worms, so I'm going to jump on that. That's what I'm interested in. I think it's really important for gunfighters to work through that stuff. Gunfighters need to be good philosophers and good theologians first. Otherwise, the foundation of their training is really just built on shifting sand. So you're using the words like given, which denotes a giver, and you're talking about a kind of a plan, which makes me think, okay, not only does James believe in a God, but some type of God that is willing and destining, which means God is not some universe type force to James. Instead, God has a specific plan that James would like to fulfill in your brain. So you're already filling in a little bit of your worldview of your theology, but I want you to speak on it. I wrote down, is there a God? And you've already answered that. Yes, you believe there is. And if so, what do you think that God is like?
Well, I jokingly tell people when they ask me about it, I flippantly say, I'm an agnostic mercenary for Jesus Christ, and I walk away as they bask in the greatness of those words. But and a lot of people don't understand what the word agnostic means. They instantly think it means atheist, and it does not mean that. But without the use of those words, let me say this: we have a Creator. There's no doubt. This is not random. Like
makes you at least a deist or theist, but
we have a Creator, and then I was raised a Southern Baptist, and that is what turned me against organized religion as we know it. So I don't know exactly what answer, or what you're trying to get me.
No. I'm not.
No. I didn't mean like lure me into something. I mean, I don't exactly know what you're asking me.
Gotcha.
And so,
okay, let me clarify just a moment. I'm not talking about religion or denominations or anything else like that. But
there is a God.
Okay, what does that God want from man?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I know what He wants from me.
Okay. He wants you to be a good protector of people, but why?
He didn't tell me.
He didn't tell you? Cool. You should.
I didn't get that. I didn't get that memo.
I got a Bible, man. You want it? These are
you'd be surprised how many Bibles I've been given by people, either because they think
you're almost out of frame. Bump over just a little bit. Is this your first video?
Either because they think I'm godless, like a heathen, or that I am totally a Bible thumper and I need another Bible because I've worn one out. I mean, I literally have a stack of personalized Bibles,
That's
like
pretty
all
cool.
kinds of different, that people get, and I'm like all the time. And here's what's funny. Um, there are two gifts that people give me all the time that I find odd. Bibles are one, and alcohol's the other one. They bring me alcohol all the time.
Do
like
they ever
gallons,
give you the same at the
gallons.
same time?
Yeah, the Baptists do.
Jim Beam and your.
Well, the Baptists do.
I gotcha. Was that a little? Never happened. He's just kind of like recovering from a childhood.
But see, you never take a Baptist fishing with you because they'll drink all your beer. But if you take two, they'll watch each other to make sure the other one doesn't drink.
Oh, touche. And everyone's a hypocrite, but I am too. It's kind of like Jesus said, hey, be perfect as I am perfect. And I've been a hypocrite ever since. So, want to be like Jesus. I'm not pulling it off at all. So, this is John Lovell with the Warrior Poet Society, and this is James Yeager with Tactical Response. And
is that the end of the video?
I don't know. I can ask another. Hey, you want one more question?
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
cool. Why not?
What is the most underappreciated area of training?
Mindset.
Mindset. Unpack mindset.
And the thing is that, like, if I said, all right, scavenger hunt, find me as many books as you can on mindset, as many as you can on tactics, as many as you can on skill, and as many as you can on gear, there would be truckloads of books on guns and gear and scopes and slings and
I'm
stuff.
so immediately bored with it all.
And then they would come to me with these books.
Yeah.
On mindset.
Yeah. It's kind of like, this is a gear book, but it mentions mindset.
But here's the problem. Yeah. The mindset of buying your gear. But here's the problem. There's this many books, they haven't read them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That whatever they think is out there for them is right here.
Cool. And another person on Facebook thread, thanks, asked the question, where should we train other than tactical response?
Oh, definitely nowhere in Georgia, because
yes, I'm a trainer in Georgia. Some of you quick discerning minds who feel like, oh, you just set them up. But
I haven't taken any like the shooting stuff they do there, but I have taken 2 night vision classes at Telluric, and I would put the quality of instruction and professionalism, energy, enthusiasm, knowledge of the subject at the highest rank. I send people to train with John at Telluric all the time, and I don't know if anybody ever goes, but we mention you guys frequently in our videos, and seriously, people are always asking me, where can I train in Florida or whatever, and I'm like, they're really close.
But give us some other thank you. Give us some other places.
Okay,
where,
all right,
so
stop. All right, let me talk. It's my turn.
But this is my interview, right? So I'm kind of like,
all right,
I'm in charge.
Okay.
All right, I want to hear you talk.
So let's look at it this way. When I start talking about instructors, there's like all kinds of guys teaching stuff, right?
Sure.
But we have to put them on some kind of priority list. And so, in my opinion, the instructors that should be the highest on your priority list are the ones that won't be here very long, like the old guys.
Cool.
So there are old guys, and I say that with absolute respect. There are old guys like Clint Smith at Thunder Ranch, like John Farnham at Defense Training International. There's like Ken Hackathorn at Ken Hackathorn.
Sure.
His house.
There's James Yeager. He doesn't have much.
But there's guys like that, and I'm not being mean. They're older. They're all 70 something or whatever. They're all still fit and whatever. But like they're going to expire. I mean, it's going to happen. And so those guys are from a different era. Like literally when men were men and the sheep were scared and all that kind of stuff. And so like one of my biggest regrets is not having trained actually with Jeff Cooper. It just wasn't possible by the time I was old enough to do that. He wasn't doing it anymore, and but those guys we host Farnham here every February, and Clint Smith's out at Thunder Ranch in Oregon or Texas. He's mostly in Oregon, sometimes in Texas. Then Farnham travels around. I mean, cool. And then Hackathorn travels around, but cool. Those guys.
That's good. I wasn't planning on answering my own question, but now I'm compelled of like, Paul Howe, teach something else, man. I want to come see it. I don't know Paul, but I've read a few of his books, and that's a cool dude. Do you know him? Have you met him?
I don't think he likes me. I've met him. He's a nice guy. I don't think he likes me.
Well, I kind of like everybody, so I don't care what the politics are. Some are going to hate me because James is on my channel, and some are going to love me, and I don't really care either way. He's a cool dude. I like him. I probably like you too. Not you, though. Not you. You. I like you.
You, over there. You put that down.
Not that one. Move over. The one behind you.
Put that
You're
down.
awful.
Put that down. You're sick.
That's awesome. How about that? That's a pretty good interview.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Cool. John Lovell, Warrior Poet Society. James Yeager, Tactical Response.
Yeah, and like usually at the end of an interview, you say, "Hey, interview person, hey Yeager, tell them how they can find you," and that's where I would say all my stuff. So let's do that. Do that right now.
All right. Cool.
Do it right now. No, don't edit it. Do it right now.
No. I'm good. I just
okay. Go ahead.
kind of felt
Okay,
like pausing him up.
5,
James,
4, 3.
How can somebody find you?
I don't tell them. It's like an IQ test, and if they're too stupid to find me, I don't want their money.
Maybe they could just type your name in YouTube and watch it
I don't
explode.
care. I don't care. I don't tell
So
them how to find me.
you set me up to say that just so you could say I'm not answering you?
Yes. No, I answered you. I didn't tell them.
This is how he gets this winsome charm. How do you have critics? What do you...
Right.
I told him the other day, I'm like, James, you got lots of fans and lots of critics, and you've really earned them both, haven't you? And I thought it was gonna be like, I didn't know how he'd take that. I just wanted to say it. And he's like, oh, yeah.
I don't want everybody to like me.
No?
No. I mean, like, okay, if you're on a cruise ship and everybody likes you, who wants in your lifeboat? Everybody.
Sure.
We only have so many seats.
If you have a lifeboat, then the boat went down. Everyone wants in it anyway. Right?
I thought it's because they like
So,
me.
yeah, no. That's because sharks and ocean.
Oh, so not a good example.
They like you more than sharks.
I will think of a better
ocean.
example.
Yeah, that's a terrible one. All right. This really got away from us. This probably wasn't a great interview. And some of you are thinking, I shouldn't have watched that. But it's too late. So take it easy, guys. Later.